Hey there, my name is Rachel K. Welcome back to my channel. You might know me from my Instagram at Mrs. Rachel Kraus. I'll leave it on the screen here for you below. And today I am doing a bathroom clean with me and declutter. What you see right here is me prepping my bathtub. We moved into this place and it already had mold around in porous areas where they have done like the caulking and the grout. So I'm just spraying that. I sprayed that the day before, just kind of let it work and sit. Getting rid of black mold is a huge deal and it's not easy. So I'm going to be showing you how I go about that today, as well as I'm just going to be cleaning and decluttering the cabinets in my bathroom, getting rid of everything. And here you see some mold in my toilet. We live in a very humid area, so this happens very quickly. It can happen like overnight. And then I just have a bunch of stuff left out on the counter, like from doing my hair and my makeup and things of that sort. We have diapers everywhere. It's a mess, guys. We need to get started. So here I'm going to be throwing the rugs into the washing machine, as well as I'm going to be taking down the shower curtains, both of them, and throwing them as well into the washing machine. And I'm going to be putting that on a hot cycle with a cold rinse. And I'm going to be using our free and clear detergent, which I will be making some homemade detergent here shortly and showing you in a video. And I'll also be using some vinegar to try and kill off any other germs. Coming back into the bathroom, I always love to hang a trash bag right on my door right there. Obviously, our trash can is full, so it's not going to hold anything extra from what I need to throw away with what I'm cleaning. So I always hang a trash bag on the door. That way it's easy access and I can just throw things right in there. And I'm just putting things away that have been on the counter for too long. They need to go down in our bottom cabinet here. I totally wish we had a drawer, but we do not. So we are dealing with a small underneath cabinet, like underneath the sink cabinet, as well as a medicine cabinet. And that's all the storage we have in this bathroom. Now that I've got everything cleared off of the counters, I'm going to go in with my Force of Nature cleaner and wipe down all the countertops as well as the mirrors. And I'm going to be doing this with a microfiber cloth. This one I have is my orange microfiber cloth and it's dedicated to the bathroom. And the blue one that you see in my hand is the polishing cloth, which is for windows and that kind of stuff. So what I do with the mirrors is I wipe it down with my orange microfiber cloth first, and then I go in with the polishing cloth afterwards and wipe until I see no streaks left. So here is that window washing, mirror washing, whatever you want to call it, technique that I was just talking to you about. And I find that this takes the least amount of time and gets me the best results on my mirrors, because the Force of Nature cleaner is amazing. It's all natural, safe, all that kind of stuff. I'm not sponsored by them or anything, but I just really love the cleaner. I will have a link for you in the description box below if you want to buy some of your own. But the Force of Nature cleaner does not have any accelerants in it. That means that, like with Windex, how it will dry and you really don't have to wipe too much. This one doesn't do that because the base of it is water and you don't have accelerants in it. Does that even make sense? Basically, you just need to wipe until you see no streaks left and it'll be streak-free just like Windex. If you also live in a humid climate, tell me if you get these little red rings around your like sinks and faucets and that kind of stuff. If you see it down there in the sink, that red ring comes back no matter how much I clean it or what I clean it with. Even like a lime rust calcium cleaner, which gives me like headaches now that we've switched to more natural stuff. But I mean, I can get rid of it with the Force of Nature cleaner, but it typically comes back. So I'm thinking it's because we live in a humid climate and that's just the way things are gonna be. But tell me if you get this stuff around your sink and faucets too. So after I got all that nasty crud out of my sink, I just like to go back and wipe it down one more time with the Force of Nature cleaner. Make sure I'm really disinfecting it well and getting all the extra little pieces and bits that might be left behind. Moving right along, we are coming back to this nasty, nasty bathtub. And I am taking out everything that's sitting there, like my loofah. We've got all our soaps and shampoos and conditioners and all that kind of stuff. Just taking it out, putting it off to the side so that I can really get a good deep clean in here. And I brought these two brushes up. So one of them is an old toothbrush and one of them is like a dish cleaner brush that you can get at Target for like $1. And you can see all this mold around here that I'm showing you, which is disgusting. Once I figured out what it was, I couldn't believe that the people had left behind mold like this. It was disgusting, and the people who own this place had the guts to tell me that they actually had it sanitized per the law. That can't possibly be true because you cannot sanitize something and it have black mold. In the beginning, I didn't really realize it was mold because I thought it could possibly be somebody's like purple shampoo that had dyed that. Because I know for sure I have done that before with like white grout and stuff like that. You have to be really careful with purple shampoo. And then it slowly started growing and I was like, okay, this is absolutely disgusting. So if you're wondering, Logan does not take baths in here. This is our only bathroom in the house, but we just shower with him. I don't want him sitting in this bathtub. I don't know why it seems gross to me. I've disinfected it a million times, but as you can see, there's mold. Like, I don't want him sitting in there and breathing that kind of stuff in. So we typically just shower, get him in and out really quickly, and my mission is to get rid of this mold while we're here. It doesn't get all the way gone in this video, but I have been working on it even since I've done this video, and it's gotten much better. Basically, all I've been doing every single day is just spraying more and more of that Force of Nature cleaner on it and agitating it with a brush like the ones that I'm using here. And it's slowly going away. Definitely, like, keyword there is slowly, but it's happening and it's working, and I'm not using like harsh cleaners on it. And to be honest with you, I'm not sure that harsh cleaners would do much better than this Force of Nature cleaner because it's really in there. So even though the mold is not gone, we still use this shower daily. So I have to go ahead and put back all of our shampoos and stuff like that. And at least the part that I'm putting the shampoos on is clean, and I've gotten everything out that I can from the grout. To me, the grout over there just kind of looks like it's still maybe a little bit dirty, but it's like dirt that's like ingrained. I don't know. You have to do what you have to do when you're renting. There's not much else I can do about it. If this was our own house, I'd be ripping out this entire bathtub and starting new. But I'm just gonna go ahead and put everything back onto the counters, and I'm showing you what the mold looks like. If you remember what it looked like from the beginning of the video, it already looks 10 times better after me scrubbing it. And here's me showing you exactly what I've been doing these past couple of days, just spraying it down over and over and over again. So then I'm gonna move on to our trash can that has a bunch of diapers stuffed in there, and we're gonna go ahead and get that all emptied out. And once I emptied it out, this always happens, I found like some hair and stuff at the bottom of the trash can. So I wanna go ahead and put the cleaner in there and let that sit, and then I'll wipe it out in a minute. We're also gonna wipe off the scale that's been sitting on the floor. Even though we use it quite often, it just tends to get a little bit dusty and stuff. Side note, I've been seeing a lot of great weight loss from myself. which is so exciting to me after having Logan. I am trying still to lose at least like 15, maybe even 20 more pounds, but it's really coming off well, I think mainly because of breastfeeding, honestly, and probably a little bit because of my diet. So I'm just gonna go around and clean the floor where we had the plunger. It wasn't from the plunger, it's actually from the shower leaking, but we had some water on the floor over there, so I wanted to get it wiped down. And then we're moving on to the toilet, which has mold. So, moving on to the toilet, just spraying it down with the Force of Nature cleaner, getting that all disinfected, sanitized, all that good stuff. Make sure it's safe for everyone to sit their booties on. And once I get done wiping it down on the outside, I will go ahead and clean the bowl part. I don't know why I always do the bowl part last. I don't know why I do it in the order that I do, but it's just the way I like to do it. I'm sure you guys have your own method as well. And when I do the bowl part, yeah, look, that's disgusting. When I do the bowl part, I use the Clorox, what is it called? Clorox, like bowl cleaner or something, where you just click in like the little cleaners. I don't love it because it gives me headaches once again, because it's a really, really strong fragrancy smell, but it works great. So I am trying to use up the rest of them, and then in the meantime, I will find something else. Probably just the Force of Nature cleaner with like a toilet brush. But with all this rambling, you will see that I am almost done cleaning my toilet, and I always clean the outside of the toilet as well as of course the floor around it, which would get done with my floor mopping anyways, but you want to make sure you're cleaning all parts of the toilet. You would be shocked to see what gets down there. Obviously, it's a toilet. So here we are cleaning the bowl part. The mold came right off, surprisingly. Well, I wasn't really surprised because it's on like porcelain, so I didn't think it would stay too bad like it did in the shower with route and the caulking. It honestly came out great. No more mold. Our toilet is clean. Yay. I also like to keep some of the toilet bowl cleaner in there and not flush it down. I feel like it sometimes helps with like the ring that gets around where your water sits. Hopefully that's a little trick for you guys. Honestly, probably most of you guys have done this already. But even if it wasn't a little trick, that hopefully is motivation for you guys to get your booties up and clean your toilets. I know it is not a fun job, but it does feel good once it's done. And you're probably wondering right now, did I just travel back in time, or did she just repeat her video? No, this is literally how many times I have scrubbed this dang bathroom and the mold still didn't come out. It's getting there, but you didn't go back in time. I just wanted to show you that I'm really getting in there and really trying to agitate and get that mold out and let that cleaner sit there and work. I'm just going to get on with tidying some of the stuff up around the bathroom, like closing the shower curtain, making it look all pretty, and fixing our towels. If you're wondering, how did my shower curtain get back up? Derek hung it up for me, which was so sweet. It's the little things, you guys. So I am just rehanging our towels, making sure they're nice and hung up there. I don't worry too much about the towels. I like for them to be hung up nicely, but we change them out every like shower or two, so it's really not a big deal to me. And then I'm going to go ahead, take the trash out of the bathroom so that I can really get a good clean with my floor mopping. I wasn't able to vacuum today, and I really would have liked to do that, but I'm kind of just hand sweeping / floor mopping at the same time. I couldn't vacuum because Logan was sleeping and his bedroom is right next to the bathroom, so I was definitely not risking waking up my poor teething little baby just to vacuum. So here you can see I really tend to get a lot of hair that gathers around like the corners of our bathroom. I don't know why my hair loves to gather there, and it's just hair from like me brushing my hair. It's not like anything major, but it just tends to gather there. So I really like to make sure that I'm hitting those spots and getting them well and clean. And I just wanted to give you a glimpse of the bathroom overall. It looks so clean and feels so dang good to be done with that part. And I'm going to be heading into my decluttering phase next. So this is the underneath cabinet of our sink. I know it looks really cluttered and junky. Honestly, it's not too bad because I had already decluttered as we had moved, but I do have a lot of stuff under here that hasn't gotten used since we moved. So I'm just gonna be taking everything out, reorganizing it, and putting it back and getting rid of things we don't use. And unfortunately, I'm so sorry, but my footage cut off. My camera had run out of storage. So it cut off my little scene of like taking everything out. But just know I took everything out and put it all around me. You can see it here. And it left behind a dirty cabinet, which you just saw me zoom in on. So I'm definitely going to be cleaning that out before I put anything back. And as always, y'all, say it with me. I'm cleaning it with the Force of Nature cleaner and a microfiber cloth. Technically, these are paper towels. That's because my microfiber cloth was way too dirty from the floor and all that kind of gross stuff. I didn't want to put it in the cabinet like that. So I just used a disposable paper towel and got done with it. And then we're gonna go ahead and start putting things back. Of course, the essential stuff first. I'm looking through all of this kind of stuff. So I had my wax warmer that you saw me put away first. And then those were all like travel bags, like makeup bags and things like that I just have in a little container so that they're all contained and they don't float around the cabinet, which I had a problem with that in the past. This is my box of like pregnancy tests, ovulation tests, things of that sort. I haven't started really using these yet. I did have a pregnancy scare when Logan was around like 5 months old. I thought that I could have possibly been pregnant because I was having all the signs and symptoms. I don't know what it was. I definitely obviously wasn't pregnant. So I've only used a test from that once, but I just like to keep that box there so that it's easy to grab when I have to use those tests and it's like easily accessible. Anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and put away all the extras. The things that I'm showing you are like extras of things, and then I'm moving into hair care and putting things away that I know I use. I'm not really categorizing them by any specific type necessarily, just in an order so that I can see them. Like the small things are towards the front, big things towards the back, and just really trying to cut down on anything that I absolutely will not use. Like, I'm sure a lot of you guys do this too, but whenever you're decluttering, you kind of make excuses to yourself. You're like, oh, I didn't even know I had that. I totally will use it. And unless it's something you really know you use, like an extra of something or like a repurchase that you really didn't know you had, you know you're not going to use that thing. So I'm trying to be really selective and get rid of things no matter how much it wastes or no matter how much money it wastes, whatever. I just want to get rid of it and I don't want to look at it ever again. So I'm just putting everything back, making a pile to my left that you can kind of see a little bit of. That's all the stuff that I'm getting rid of. I will be trying out some of these hair products here. I'll let you know what I like and what I don't like. And whatever I don't like, I'm getting rid of. And so my pile will probably become a little bigger in the next few days. But then I'm going to be putting away my shears and my razor and just making everything nice and neat in this little cabinet of mine. And we're moving on up to the east side, moving on up. You guys know that song, right? So I am moving up to my medicine cabinet here. I really don't have too much in here, but sometimes it tends to feel like it gets a little cluttered. Thankfully, I pretty much use everything that's in here. I didn't even know I had that vitamin A serum. That's what I'm looking at right there. I love that stuff, but I didn't even know I had it because it was hiding behind a product. So anyways, I'm just taking everything out, putting it all on the counter, and then I'm going to be going in and cleaning everything down with the Force of Nature cleaner and a paper towel. I would be using a microfiber cloth, but you know mine's dirty. So cleaning everything down because it just tends to get a little dusty. I use the medicine cabinet daily. That's where I keep my makeup, which is literally just my eyebrow pencil and my mascara. Ain't nobody to impress around here because I am just momming it up all day long. But everything does tend to get a little bit dusty. So just wiping all that down and then kind of putting away some of the things where I like to have them. I keep all my like teeth type stuff on the bottom level right there. So the toothpaste, my flossers, mouthwash, and then my retainer. And then in the middle row, I have all my skincare, my deodorant, tweezers, things like that. And then on the top, I had medicine, and my makeup. So now I'm moving on and showing you my little stuff that I am getting rid of here. This was actually quite a few products to get rid of from such a tiny little cabinet down there if you really think about it. And the rest of the stuff I know I use for sure. A couple of these things just needed to be relocated to other places, like the prenatal vitamins. The mascara needed to be thrown away, and one of them needed to be returned. So here is my bottom cabinet looking much more organized and in line. I can finally see everything. I know exactly what I have because I've gone through it all. I've got my hair care on the right. We've got some Q-tips and razors in the back on the right. We've got wax warmer. We've got my prenatal box and all that kind of stuff. We've got our travel bags, everything you could ever want down in that little magic cabinet down there. Then we've got our medicine cabinet with the medicine up there. We've got the Breathe Right strips, you know, all kinds of stuff, my sunscreen. And then we're moving down. We've got my skincare down here with deodorant, the Tinkle razors. If you guys haven't heard of those, you need it. And we've got the teeth stuff on the bottom here. And our toothbrushes I leave out on the counter. So those are my clean cabinets. They're all cleaned out. They're all decluttered and organized. I absolutely love it. And now I'm just moving back in our plunger that had been sitting out to the side and our freshly clean rugs that have been dried, and they're oh so fluffy and clean now, which also feels so good. And then I'm showing you our trash bag here. We have a ton of trash to get rid of, which I love seeing. It feels so good to get rid of that. The prenatal ones I'm just taking downstairs, and that baby shampoo I am returning. Alrighty y'all, and here is my pristinely clean bathroom. I absolutely love it. It feels so good. If you like these kinds of videos, please hit that subscribe button down below and hit the like button, and we'll see you next time. Bye!
Hi, cutie. Are you hanging out with me? And you too? Hi, love. You gonna help me put these away? Oh, you're so sweet. We gotta clean up the rest of our mess, huh? Sissy, we're showing our dirty secrets with all our laundry. Can you say hi? Sissy, are you sitting on a pile? You love piles? Yeah.